Don't turn your camera back on if you just had a graphics card crash.
No, it's okay. I don't have as many programs open as I did before. I think it might have been just...
Okay.
I don't put my computer turn off. I put it to sleep. Anyway, don't worry. It's all good.
Okay, so...
Okay, serves you right then, but...
So...
And I had it running all day because I was streaming earlier, so it's probably just a me problem. It's fine, it's fine.
So, Alice, you are currently getting a bit of rest at kind of in the back corner of your dad's workshop, having a cheeky chat with your sister, Annie. You reach the point in the project where your dad just went, no, go away, I have to do this. He got into a certain mindset where it's just, no one else, just me. And you have seen him do this before when he's really passionate about something and know not to argue with him. So he kind of just banished you while working on a certain part. So you and your sister are just chatting, being silly, and he kind of goes, I found the weirdest thing back here the other day while I was poking around.
The?
Yeah, it's this weird mug. And she like picks it up. It's like a classic bog standard ceramic looking office mug. And she goes, yeah, it's this. I don't quite understand why it does what it does, but it's very interesting.
What you mean? Wait, is this Annie?
Yeah, Annie.
Oh, okay. What you mean is mug?
I give you an example. Hang on a sec. She like grabs a bottle of vodka, pours some into the mug, and the exterior shifts from being like a plain white mug, like the art kind of appears on the outside as though there's like thousands of pixels just invisibly embedded in the outside of the mug, and it goes from looking like a white mug to a field of potato plants. And she goes, and now I do this, and she kind of puts up to her lips, and the mug begins to shout, "Score, score, 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 score," and she just goes, and she does as the mug is asking, and then she finishes the vodka and goes, "See?
Where did you get that? That's absurd." Also,
I found it in the back corner, and I realized, and she kind of just shows you the bottom, it's programmable. I plugged it in. I realized that the mug can recognize different drinks and you can make it do different things. It's so silly.
Oh, wait. That's great. We should... Okay, we need to play with this. This has a lot of potential, especially for like pranks.
Yeah, it does indeed. I thought that you could have some fun with this with a crew of yours. I saw that Pim likes to make the funny stuff.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Pim loved this kind of thing. Oh my goodness. Are you suggesting we give him as gift, or that we prank him?
I think prank first, then gift, just so he gets taste of medicine.
Okay. You have idea?
You know Pim better than me. What do you think we do?
Okay. Well, Pim does not drink. He is robot, so does not need drink.
What does he need the outgoing mug? Like oil, tools, ball bearings? I don't know.
He does not consume things, so maybe if I give him and say, "Oh look, this is my personal mug, is gift from my little sister. Make sure you make me drink in this drink." It could be interesting.
Sure.
I can put in kitchen and be like, use my mug.
Yeah, it seems good. Here, you take.
Okay. But what should I make it do? I guess when he puts drink in it, what should we make it say? Oh, is it possible to recognize who is holding mug, or just what is contents?
I don't think it's quite that smart. I
Probably
mean, maybe.
does not have biometrics in it. That would be
No,
probably a little bit too much.
It can just recognize temperature and contents, I think.
I will play with this.
Okay. Please mark down on your character sheet you have the thermalodic mug and thank Oddie.
Okay. Where's my equipment? Equipment. Add. How do I spell that? Thermal.
So it's therm, and so THERMELODIC. So it's thermal and.
I know what I'm gonna make it do!
Sorry?
I know what I'm gonna make it do!
Perfect. I promised I would. I promised I would have it enter the game, and this seemed like an appropriate place for it. Like just in the dregs of Felix's workshop in the back somewhere.
That makes sense. I feel like if he didn't if it wasn't his, someone gave it to him as a gift because they thought it was funny, and he was like, "Oh yeah, thanks," and put it aside and was like, never touched it again. Or it was the winning prize of like a drunken night of randomness.
Yeah, for sure. And right as you chuck the mug away, one of the cloth curtains that's partitioning off this part of the workshop gets pulled aside. It's your dad. He goes, "It is finished."
Papa, is it done?
Yeah.
Can I test drive? Is it ready for test drive?
Yeah. Come and see.
Okay. I come. Let's go.
Okay.
And she hurries off to check it out.
He shows you to it and does a nice. He's a bit of a showman with his finished projects, and even though you were in there like half an hour ago, he's put a big white tarp over it, and he's all like, "Are you ready?"
Catalina does not take away the theatrics from him. Just, come on, Papa, come on! Reveal! Big reveal! Hey! Oh, it's so beautiful! Papa! And she runs over and gives him a hug and drags Arnie over at the same time. All big hug before she goes and inspects it.
Okay,
all the final details and everything.
He has managed to perfectly calibrate everything you need. You sit on it, and as soon as you do the biometric scan, it in the controls registers that it's you on it, and it immediately roars into life. The HUD in front of you crackles up and says, "Welcome, Catalina," and it does the whole it shows you speed, revs, pitch and yaw for the whole forwards and backwards thing. All you read out to there. Number of available shots from your gun. And it's just everything. It's perfect.
She sits there and does the usual test the weight, gets comfortable, revs it a little bit, and goes, "Okay, Papa, throw me my helmet. Throw it. Come on. I'll be back in 2 hours probably. I'm taking this for a spin." And she's just gonna go for a ride. Okay.
You realize almost immediately after you pull out of the drive that there's no driveway.
She's gonna make it work?
You're in a metal box strapped to a wall, but you do know that there's occasional hovering platforms around that people do use to transport larger cargo. So you pull out, basically call for one, and not long after, this platform flies out from across the way, connects, and you roll onto it, and you're able to have that hover you up next to the major construction dome area, and take a path through that out onto the surface of Harbona. You are.
Yep.
Yeah. I assume that's where you're going?
Yep. She's going onto the surface and she's going to take it for a spin.
Okay. You pull out onto the surface, and as soon as you leave the confines of the city and leave behind the stone and move onto the soil, you can see that the really special tire you're riding on is able to use electromagnetism to create a road to drive on. Basically, the part of the tire in contact with the road creates a current in the metallic soil that forces it to be flat and stable. And then as soon as that portion of the tire has moved off, it turns off the current and another part turns it on. So basically, you are creating your own road as you drive. Roll me vehicle land, please.
I can do that. Am I sharing my screen? I am.
Yes, you are.
8. I think my vehicle land is 0.
And I'll say Dex.
Okay. So 9.
Okay, you are hauling ass with this thing. It takes you a bit of practice to get a full grip on the whole. Oh, there's only one wheel as opposed to 2. But after you figure it out and get your positioning right, you are tearing it up across the dunes, whizzing left and right. It's wonderful.
Yeah, she takes it not too far from the city because obviously she doesn't want to go outside safe zones, so to speak.
Oh, good.
But she's basically just driving through the ruins of the old city.
Oh.
And she's gonna go find where their house used to be.
Why are you doing this to yourself and to me?
Because that's what she would do. And she's gonna go check out the ruins and just eventually stop when she finds her place and walk through it. And just sort of like smile sadly and just like, we had some good memories here.
Okay.
She'll probably hang out there for a little bit, maybe like 10 minutes, but not too long, just enough that she's like gets a bit nostalgic, and then before she can get too sad about everything, she jumps back on the bike and goes towards the forest.
Okay. Interestingly, no one's actually been to the forest yet.
Mm-hmm.
So when you pull up outside your house, it's quite literally a shell of its former self. The interior has been completely gutted. There is basically nothing of what your house used to be recognizable here. Though what you do see based on the remaining structure is that your house was lucky. You weren't actually hit by any of the assaults from above before the evacuation below order was put through. The roof and structure are intact. It's just the internal walls and all the furniture, floors and ceilings were taken out and remade down underground.
She'll go through the skeleton of the house and it's just a shell of a house, isn't it, basically?
Yeah. There's one thing that you probably would recognize. Any damage that you would have done as a child that would have like punched through drywall and maybe dented or scraped any of the like wood or metal supports of the house, you would see them. Like if at any point you like did something really damaging.
I mean,
those scars are still there.
There's probably a number of things, toys that she accidentally blew up, things that she threw or accidentally tripped and like pierced through a wall, or like she was an accident kid, mostly because she was so active, not necessarily clumsy, just she did so much random crap that inevitably she caused disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you make me a mental effect save, please?
Oh no, Ro, why?
Because you chose to go there. You asked for this.
I forgot about this. Come on, D20. I know you hate me, but please don't roll a 1. Fuck!
Is that a 1?
That is a 1. You cannot see it because of the glare of the light.
God.
That is a 1.
You had to say, please don't roll a 1. That's
Uh,
literally the curse.
Fuck! Alright, okay.
I couldn't have written it better if I was the author of this book.
Fuck. Number 3.
And what does in number 3 correlate to on our table?
Okay. So. Oh, that's interesting. Did Catalina bring anything with her?
You have your bike, you have your personal effects, you have the mug.
Yes, but I don't believe she had any alcohol with her. Huh. Nope, I gave that away.
If you can't, I assume get drunk, then roll again.
I'm happy to roll with it. Her reaction would be, well, it's just irrational use to cope with, need to cope with substance.
Ah, yes, of course.
Yeah. So she will just freak out a little bit and be like, nope, I'm out, and go to find the nearest place to go get drunk.
Okay. Amusingly, it's the forest.
Yeah. So, yeah, she heads to the forest.
Okay.
She goes to the monks.
Oh, I dropped the thing. You ride off up the ridge, and amusingly, due to a quirk that's probably entirely localized to Harbona, because the soil is worn-away rock, the mountains you're riding on are also pretty decently rich in iron. So you are able to like drive up the rock face and use the magnetic qualities of the tire to stay attached, even though you're on an angle that should not work.
Cool.
And just drive over a ridge, back over the other side, and rumble down into the forest. You, as you rumble up and over, you can see that there is a large security system that could probably activate at any time. You've probably seen this in the past. It's basically dozens of long, thin plates stuck into the ground, and if need be, all the plates will be sent directly up. And once they're in the up position, all of them kind of fold inwards and form a cohesive dome, just based on the fact that they like taper off to certainly shaped points at the top, and all just forms into a covered dome. And as you go over, you like rumble over the edge of the not currently active security system, and roll down to the side. You're passing by like fruit trees and berry trees and just regular trees. There's goats. There's alpaca. There's other herd animals. There's rabbits just grazing in groups as you are whizzing by on your bike and seeing various different monks. Some serving as shepherds, some tending to crops and harvesting things from trees. Just see you in shocked disbelief as you thunder by. You pull up outside the main center tree where the monks do a lot of their prayer and meditation and gathering. And you see that someone who is kind of in prayer has a knapsack next to him that just has what looks like a bottle of vodka kind of poking out of it.
She just like pulls the bike up, walks over, just grabs the bottle and just goes, I need a drink, and just drinks.
Drinks.
And only after she's had her good solid fill does she like lay on the ground and just lay there. I really needed that. And I feel like at that point she sort of comes to her senses.
Wait
a minute.
The monk next to you just looks down. He has like no hair on his head, but a big full long beard, and just gives you this look of, "Hey."
I am so sorry. I don't know what came over me here.
He takes the bottle back and says, "It's part of faith to share all I have, but normally people ask first."
Please, let me pay you back. Here, and she just like gives him 100 credits.
I don't want your money. I want to have a conversation. Clearly something must be wrong.
Let me at least buy you some more vodka.
Why don't you come with me inside the tree? We'll have a chat.
She looks back at her bike. Will it be okay here?
You are perfectly safe here.
Right. Sure.
Just turn it off.
Yeah. I do that. And she goes over and, like, keys out of the ignition kind of thing. Like, she just, like, jumped off, saw it, went, grabbed.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Right. Turns it off, like, thing goes, that should be fine. Takes the helmet off, puts it in, like, the little carry section, little cargo section, and, like, heads in. Would there be room for a cargo section? Even just a small one under the seat for the helmet, or not?
Probably not under the seat, probably behind where your butt kind of perches. There's room for a little, like a small compartment for probably just the helmet and a few really small things, but yeah.
Well, she should, like, put gloves and stuff inside the helmet.
Yeah.
You can put little things in the helmet, but anyway, she'll put that away.
Yeah. And he just... He just leads you inside, and I think that's where we're gonna end the session.
Fair.
Because you're having an existential crisis, and the monk's like, "Oh, that's part of my job. Let's have a chat."
Catalina lives in a constant state of existential crisis. So it's fine. Everything's fine.
Except it's really not.
It's really not. She is losing her mind and doesn't know how to not.
Now, next session, Catalina goes to therapy.
Oh boy.
She's not gonna be happy.
This could be interesting. Oh boy, she has so many problems!
I know!
This could not have happened more thematically.
I'm so glad you rolled that one.
I mean! Look, I only trigger this effect on a roll of a 1 or 2. And it was, of course, a 1. Oh, man. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. So,
yeah, I hope everybody had a good time with this very weird but great episode.
That was good.
I really enjoyed this.
I liked Lucky and Charles's space adventure.
Yeah, that had me on the front of my chair.
Oh man, I was sitting here trying not to laugh too loud.
We all know Charles would have just drugged up.
Two of the least qualified individuals to crew a fighting craft were the ones in charge of testing it.
I don't know, talking about it all worked out fine.
It worked out perfectly because Lockie's our weapons specialist, so, like, he's the perfect person to test fire weapons.
I mean, look, you're not wrong, but he's not the right person to be flying the ship.
Christian, I rolled 2 1s on my insight to try and figure out if that guy was gonna let you do this. So you're very lucky.
Wow. Wow. All right,
Hey,
well.
The thing is, Dimitri's brother doesn't know what we did with the first test firing yet.
No, he doesn't, because he wasn't around.
Precisely.
Oh my gosh. You guys are gonna get us in so much trouble.
Hey,
Alright.
all I did was fix it so it didn't just blow up. I wasn't expecting him to fire it within the fucking dome.
True.
It's another planet we can't go back to. It's another.
Look, Catalina ain't involved in this shit.
One of the interesting things that I think of, though, is Catalina might need to give the old folks home a call and send them a data packet
About
of what happened to the 3 capital ships that they had.
I think she already did. As soon as the event happened, she called
You told
Sparks.
you didn't send them a data packet so that they can distribute said information throughout Yakootah's population. Because could you imagine morale after they find out that 3 of their capital ships were taken down by 1 of Harbona's?
And that's most of their ships gone now as well.
Yeah.
Would you say that we have suppressed the Yakootahn military?
No, because they can still defend themselves. Just.
Okay. All right.
We
All right.
can fix this.
I'll ask next time.
No, what needs to happen is we need to get Yakootah off Harbona. And then we can start being like, so...
Ooh, a ground fight now. Lockie can deal with that.
Yeah, Charles can't. We all know what happens when Charles gets into an actual gunfight. He ends up being knocked down repeatedly.
And then I get up
We will
again.
keep you at a safe distance.
So
I mean, I think I might actually have less health than you now.
Possibly.
Needs
What health?
P-Tech components.
What's your health at?
I'm not sure because I'm outside on my phone, but I know I'm definitely not wearing any armor.
So here's my question: does Catalina intend on the crew joining her to go and visit the Zaza?
Only if they insist
Probably
because
not.
they found out. So no. At most she
Okay.
might.
Oh,
At most-
Catalina's hijacking a game.
At most she might ask for someone to be her pilot. Which would be either Dimitri, not you, Loggy. Dimitri
He's
or
going, oh,
Kazi.
boy, oh, boy.
What? Lockie needs some hands-on experience somehow.
I love this being
Yeah,
The-
on
the
practice
Catalan.
ships and simulations, not a real plasma beam stapled fighter ship.
I just
Look-
love this being the catalyst to prompt Lockie to take some skill points in piloting. It's so good.
I mean, he already wanted to, but this is like, he's like, yeah, it definitely needs to happen.
See, Catalina's problem is that she knows how explosive your personalities can be, and she's on a purely diplomatic mission. She's too
I
scared
hate
to
to
bring
be-
you guys with her.
That is fair.
I am falling asleep.
No,
Yes,
that's
let's
fair.
raid!
Yes, let's raid.
Have a good night,
Really ready.
and we will raid.
At the
Indeed.
moment, only wisdom saves is on my one.
I trust you to find somebody while I go and pee. I'll be back.
I also have someone.
Sorry. I'll put it back on
Venezuela is
push to
playing
talk.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I saw that too. And Wisdom Saves is also playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Who has died least viewers?
Alright, I'm gonna go pass out. I don't know if I can fight this off anymore.
No
Noit,
worries, man.
noit.
Have a good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Oh man.
It's gonna be interesting. Moving forward.
Yep.
So who are we raiding?
Sorry, I was just setting up the end screen to do its thing. I'm happy to raid wisdom saves. We haven't raided them in a while.
Sure. We're on episode 18 of the book club campaign.
The fuck is that? No idea.
I have no idea. They've started a new campaign, I guess.
Yeah, they must have. Oh well, they look like they're having fun, so let's throw them some love.
Sure. And we will see everyone on Sunday.
Yeah, so our next stream will be on Sunday playing Dungeons and Dragons with Ash as the Dungeon Master, and we will be playing the Trials of the Zelnari. Sorry, my brain just flurp-a-derped for a second there. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out, everyone, and we will hopefully catch you on Sunday. Otherwise, we'll be streaming again at 7 o'clock AEST time next Tuesday as well. Charles of the... No, not Charles. Trials. God damn it, Custom.
Charles was a Denari?
You know what?
Charles
Maybe...
We were actually joking about that of an interesting crossover.
Look,
So
look,
I mean,
look.
theoretically, it could exist. There are primitive planets.
It's a primitive planet just outside this sector that's actually a fantasy world.
And everyone's got psychic abilities. And that's what wizards and stuff are.
Oh,
I can make that work.
I guess Storm would be
I could make up
telekinetic.
Charles in a 5e.
Anyway,
But yes,
on that thought,
let's raid.
Catalina. Oh. I appreciate
Fantasy
that joke.
Catalina.
I appreciate that joke.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, we just picked up Mug today! God damn it, the puns. The puns are so terrible and I love it. Oh god. Okay, that's it for today.
Yes.
Show wisdom saves all that love. Give them a bunch of hype, and we will see you next time. Have a good one, guys.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ta.